Okay, oh, that fell over. So I have this necklace thing to hold my phone up. I don't use it that often, but for this part, I just want to unbox it with y'all because I never unbox anything with y'all whatsoever. I think that just ripped the box. Okay, so yeah, just gonna unbox it, look at it before I mod it for once. So just put the box over there. So here's some web effects, all that good news, good jazz, all that. So it comes with the stand and everything. Those look pretty good. Flip this guy over. Looks pretty nice. I don't think there's any pepper on them. Yeah. Wow. His neck does look funny. Huh. Now, it is a warm figure right now because it's hot outside. But right now, he looks pretty good. I'm gonna see if I can mod the neck right away, maybe. I mean, I say that, but I'm gonna record late at night, maybe. Overall, yeah, he looks pretty good. Wow. I haven't ordered a bootleg in a while. Well, I did order a bootleg. I thought it was gonna be a bootleg Mayfix Wolverine, but they don't make those, sadly. So it was a Rebel Tech Wolverine, but that one was really bad. So if you bought that, I'm sorry, your figure's gonna be awful because mine actually broke. I finally got a bad bootleg. But anyways, this is not about that. Ignore that dog over there. Wow, this looks really good. Anyways, let me put this guy down and let's go on with the video and see if I mod it before I actually record. So let's do this.
Yo, so it's been what, 4 weeks now, and I am finally back. Sorry for the unexpected break I took. I have no reason for taking a break whatsoever, so I do apologize. But welcome back, or well, hi, I'm back. How's it going? Hopefully it's going well for y'all. But yeah, we're back with a banger, as y'all can tell from the first few seconds of the video, what you want to call it, video. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of tired. The main reason why I haven't really done a video though is mainly because I've been sleeping a whole lot better. Right now though, it's like 12 a.m. or so. I'm honestly not sure. I haven't checked yet, but yeah. But yeah, I've been sleeping. I've been having a regular sleep schedule and everything. But y'all don't care about that. Y'all care about the action figure, and I respect that because so do I. I don't give a shit about people's lives. No, I'm just kidding. I care about all y'all. But I don't want y'all to care about me. That's just in my opinion. I don't care what y'all say, even though y'all never comment. That's perfectly fine with me. Don't worry. I'm not gonna be a fucking greedy person and be like, oh, you don't comment. Yeah, fuck off, you stupid cunt. But I'm sorry. I'm just tired. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Ladies, hi, welcome back. It's good to be back. Good to be back. Like this is a job or whatever. But today I think I already said it in the first few seconds. Sorry, it's been a couple hours since I recorded those two videos. It was 2, right? Yeah, 2. And I don't remember what I said in that. It's like again like 12 a.m. and I recorded those at like 12 p.m. Excuse me. I got to burp real quick. Okay, but anyways, yeah. So the bootleg Sentinel Peter B. Parker. Is it good? Is it bad? Let's review it, man. All right. First things first is detail, and yeah, it looks really good. It has texture to the figure. I think it really looks nice, as I said in the beginning of the video. I remember gushing over it because that was my first time opening it. Now that I mess with it a lot, I'm really used to it. I really do think this is a really good figure. I do want to mention, I think it's supposed to be blue right here. You see the red? You see how the line is? Yeah, I think it's supposed to be blue right there. So if this bothers you, I don't know if your bootleg's going to look like that or not. But yeah, there's a little paint problem. Could you fix it up? Yes. Can I fix it up? No. Also, I did not mod the neck yet. I know this is a big problem with it. Big problem. Because for me, this doesn't really bother me all that much. Mainly because, I'm not really going to keep them on the shelf, like just standing there. But here's the thing. Okay, hang on, let me grab a... Okay, so I'm going to put this head on real quick. And then I'm going to take it off. Okay, now it doesn't want to do it on camera. Okay, so basically the joint right here, you can't, oh, sorry. But the joint right here, you can take that out. And I was going to present that with this head, but guess what? It decided not to do it on camera. So you can take that joint out, you know, kind of push it out, you know. No, take it out, put it back in, but not all the way. You know, I saw this in another video. I'll put a picture up like right here, and it'll be there for a while, hopefully. But yeah, I checked out this video. Also, if you're going to wonder why my finger's bandaged, I accidentally killed my knife during a custom. That custom will be reviewed later on. But yeah, I watched this video. It teaches you how, you know, it's pretty simple, but it doesn't show step by step. I just want to say that right now. It doesn't show you step by step. So he'll just say it, and then he kind of hopes you just do it on your own, which is what I always do. You know, I learn how to do things, and then I do it on my own, or I'll watch YouTube videos explain it really in depth. He kind of does that. Maybe not. I don't know. That's stuff for y'all. But anyways, detail again looks really nice. I think the texturing and the boots and the web lines really came out good. If you look at the official Sentinel Peter B. Parker, his web lines are actually pretty gold, so it's kind of faded, right? But on the bootleg, it's like a grayish, a really dark gray. Wouldn't that just be black? No, it's not black. It's gray, a really dark gray. I'm sorry being that guy. Oh, it's not black, but it's dark. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it's not black. But I really do think they did a very good job. Okay, let me tell you things that the bootleg did right. Because, okay, so this joint right here, right? Y'all see how red it is right here, up here, into all that, and it's only blue on the sides. Yeah, the official Sentinel Peter B. Parker, it's blue, and I don't understand that, because his torso right here is red. Why would you break it up with blue? Not to mention you can see the joint a little bit if you move it on the official one. Why would you do that blue? Same thing with the armpits. I feel like the bootleg actually paid more attention on how things should be represented than the official Sentinel Peter B. Parker. Because in here, this was also blue. And I have to question, why the fuck would you do that? Now, down here at the legs, that's understandable. But over here in the goddamn shoulder where it's mostly red, oh, I don't want to break up the blue. You can barely see the fucking blue. You mostly see red. See, red. Why would you use blue right here? I think it was the same problem with the head joint in the official one. I could be wrong, but if it's the same thing, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why wouldn't you use red? So I really do think somehow the bootleg is more accurate. Also, by the way, his legs do come off kind of easily, but not that easily. Like if you really, mess with maybe it does, but like not all the time. Like if you go quick. Okay, look, it doesn't fall apart in your hands. I'm gonna say that real quick before you go. Oh, I'm not gonna buy that shit. Buy it, okay? It's not gonna fall apart too easily. You kind of do have to force it, but it does fall apart, but not that easily. It has its limits, and the official Peter B. Parker doesn't really fall apart, I think. But yeah. But anyways, again with the joints, I don't understand why in the torso it was blue on the official one, and right here in the armpits it was blue official one. At least some that I saw, I don't understand that. I will never understand why. I think that's a stupid decision, and if it's only like that on the official figures, I think the bootleg one actually does a really good job at kind of hiding the joints a little bit better. But okay, what were we talking about? Detail? Yeah, I really do think the details are really nice. Everything's pretty good. Even the head sculpt's still good. I don't think the eyes are a little off center. I know if you look really closely right here, his webs doesn't connect to the other eyeball, so it looks a little bit off. But from afar you won't be able to notice it. So yeah. So what are his accessories? Now, if you haven't watched a review about the official Sentinel Peter B. Parker, why are you looking at bootleg ones in the first place? But anyways, so he comes with the whole ass new other torso, and this is just for the skinny version, and it looks really nice. I do like it. Now, if you're wondering, oh, why don't you have that on? Why do you have the fat one on? Because the fat one doesn't bother me. Look, I'm gonna be straightforward. The skinny one looks good. Don't get me wrong. I really do like it. But that one isn't that fat for me to even bother changing it. Cause, okay, here's a problem, I guess. The torso is kind of tight. Like the joint is stuck in there. The joint's supposed to join. I mean, it's supposed to stay connected to the upper half, but it's stuck right there. Not stuck. Like all you have to do is get some tweezers or, excuse me, or something, and you can pull it out. But you see, I would do that if it really bothered me, but it doesn't. I don't mind him looking like this. I mean, even if you look at him inside, he doesn't look that fat. Yeah, he has a little stomach, but he doesn't look that fat to the point where it's like, oh, that's not my Spider-Man. I don't know. I feel like people will be like, oh, well, I'm just going to keep skinny, but what's the point? It doesn't look exactly the same, but it doesn't look that bad. But again, the joint's pretty tight in there, but you can easily pull that out if you really want to change it and if it bothers you that much. I'm not judging you if it bothers you that much. Trust me, I get bothered by a lot of things, and I change it pretty automatically. That's why almost all my reviews has me saying, "Oh, I modded it, I modded this, I did this, to the figures because it bothers me." But this time it doesn't bother me that much. So now I'm not sure if it's all like that on all the bootlegs. Like I don't know if it's going to be tight for y'all to get the joint out, like for y'all to have to get tweezers, pull it out. Hopefully, don't lose the joint, But for me, I'm gonna keep this stomach on here, and I'm just gonna have this somewhere. So yeah, I don't know. Y'all can do whatever y'all want, like I do. I do whatever I want with my figures. I made a homeless man. I hope that's not controversial in the future. But anyways, back to accessories. He has torso, all that. He has unmasked hands, gloveless hands, and very interesting. I'm sorry. I honestly really like this. I don't know why. It's not me being an edgy teenager. Oh, look, he's flicking him off. No, I just find it funny because I'm stupid like that. But these are like for computers or whatever, or you can use these as like the burger scene in the first movie, because this is based on the first movie. But yeah, you can just make them have like this. That's what they were going for. They weren't going off for flicking off. But it's funny to look at it that way. Then he comes with these gripping hands. Yeah. These are supposed to hold the webs, So let me grab a web real quick. So yeah, you just insert it like this, like so. And there, he's holding the web. That's all they're used for. You can use them as fists, but it's also going to look kind of weird. Oh yeah, by the way, he doesn't come with fists, and I thought that would bother me. But here's the thing: the bootleg doesn't come with newspaper. So you just use your newspaper grabbing hands as fists, and it works out pretty good. Again, everything about this bootleg is actually almost perfect, besides the neck. Now I do kind of want to mod it, but it kind of grew on me. But I might still mod it later. I'm not sure. Also, he has these splayed out hand effects. Guess you can get that one scene where he's like jumping off the rooftop and he has his arms. When he introduces himself, the Peter Parker, not Peter B. Parker. And he also has wall crawling hands. They look nice and everything, so that's cool. He comes with whip hands, but I have a problem with this, honestly. I really do. I don't like how there's just webs automatically in there. Now, I actually have taken off one of the webs on accident. I didn't mean to. Even though I don't like it, I still rather it, still be in perfect condition, I guess you can say. And these web effects are pretty good. I don't hate them, but at the same time, I made my own, and I'd rather use my own than, these. But these look nice. They're not bad at all, especially for a bootleg. And then for a final one hand, he comes with a coffee mug holding hand. And you can't really take a coffee mug out, but you can move it around for whatever reason. I don't think that's on purpose, but it bothers me. And there's nothing in the coffee mug, but if you want to add some paint in there, you can. Want to add something to put insert for a cup of coffee, oh yeah. That was a terrible Macho Man impression right there, but that's mainly because that just came to mind and was not planned out whatsoever, just like my videos. And yeah, so web effects, you already seen this one, as I just showed you. It looks pretty good, pretty nice, It's not perfect whatsoever, but I really do like it. And then he comes with the Tobey Maguire train stopping webs. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, he comes with these. You can use this on. Hopefully, you can use this on the SH Figuarts Tobey Maguire. I know you can't use this on the Marvel Legends one, because guess what? Marvel Legends doesn't give a shit about you. They don't give a fuck if you're a real fan of fucking Spider-Man. They just want your money. So you wait for that for people to review that new Tobey. And guess what? It's pretty ass. It comes with nothing and looks like dog shit. Whoever defend that shit, I don't care what you say. It's an awful figure, and I don't understand why you like it whatsoever. Anyways, heads. So he comes with that standard head right out of the package. I don't remember what I did at the beginning of the video. But he also comes with the surprise look, at the end when Doc Ock gets hit by a truck. So, yeah, that's pretty fun. Then he comes with Peter B. Parker head, have him drinking coffee or have him looking at the bill after eating the burger, And then you have him with the more concerned look looking at the other direction. Now you can also have him drinking coffee. Personally, I don't like these head sculpts, at least on the official figure. For a bootleg, I think these are pretty fucking good. But I mean, why couldn't they just give him regular head sculpts, I guess you can say? They're not bad whatsoever, even on the official one, but I just didn't like the choice. And here we are with Peter Parker. Also, if you're wondering why does it look so dark, that's mainly because my fucking light sucks. So, yeah, he has blue eyes. The blonde hair, it's not very blonde. It's kind of, I don't know how to describe it. But in real life, these heads look pretty fucking good, especially for a bootleg. Now, I would say this was $20, but I get my bootlegs off of Amazon, so they're mostly more up. The Miles figure, bootleg figure is going for $60, and that's I don't know, a quarter of the official figure on Amazon. But I do suggest going on AliExpress and then buying it on there, because it's $23 to $15. And it's a really good deal, especially, looking at this bootleg, it looks pretty fucking good, man. I'm sorry for cussing so much in this video. I don't know why I'm trying to rush it. I'm sorry. But either way, this bootleg looks pretty good. Both of them do. I think they look awesome. You do have to be aware that they are bootlegs, so they are kind of fragile. So you always want to be careful when ordering them. You always want to make sure you look at the reviews under them, watch a video first, and hopefully they link below. Now you can finally find these on Amazon. I've been searching this up, and I got mine for $49.50. Now, yes, you can say, oh, wow, that's double the price on AliExpress. Yes, but I'm kind of afraid of ordering it on AliExpress. But so many other reviews do it, so I kind of do suggest it, but also just be very, very aware, okay? I want to make sure y'all order it safely. Don't get hacked or anything. I'm not trying to worry y'all. Just make sure you're ordering from a good seller and not just a terrible seller in general. Make sure you do that on all the apps. Okay? Okay. So Articulation, I normally don't do this whatsoever, but this is a special occasion, and I'm biased for Spider-Man. So Articulation, as you can tell, he doesn't have butterfly joints, but man, these arms do look or work pretty damn good. I really do like it. I think they look very nice. It's on this ball joint type thing in there, as you can tell. I really do like it. It goes all the way around. Well, kind of. It kind of stops, but it still goes all the way around, And look, it works pretty well. It doesn't really break out that much unless you do that. But, if you have it positioned well, you can. I'm not going to pose them because I'm fearing posing them. I feel like Spider Criminal's going to come after me for posing them weird. Hopefully he doesn't, but yeah. So he has a neck joint up here, ball joint up here, and all that. So you can get a lot of tilt out of it. Tilt, he looks up this far. Also, if you do mod the head, he will look farther than this, I think, mainly because the head. Actually, no, never mind. Maybe you won't, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's pretty good range. Also, I want to warn you, the neck will be a little loose. Well, that is if you take it off on accident. So I just recommend, putting some super glue or Kiki Fix joint or a little bit of tape on there to tighten it. I'm not going to do that, to be honest, until I get more super glue. Also, the trick for super glue, stick that neck back on, move it around, take it off, and then let it be for a little bit. And then once that super glue dries up, put it back on, and it should be fine. You don't want to leave it on because obviously it's super glue. It's just going to be stuck and you won't be able to move it. And if you try to move it, it's going to break. And then you have a broken Spider-Man. And then you're crying to your mom or yourself. Like, I broke my Spider-Man. All that shit. I'm sorry. That happened to me a long time ago before I had money and bought this shit. But, yeah. Again, articulation, I already went over neck. Went over here. How much does he crunch? He crunches this much, which is pretty good. And then with the looking up, he can really do look up. It's not bad whatsoever. I feel like with the skinny body, he does crunch a little bit more forward, but I haven't tested that out yet. Mainly because I don't want to, and I don't want to ruin the tightness in the body. Whew! Sorry about that. But anyways, he has a bicep swivel. Sorry. And I'm kind of scared about that. I don't know why. So be careful with the bicep swivel because this one works better than this one, I guess. Or not, I don't care. Elbows go up this much. Wrist pegs, they're not that loose, to be honest. I was going to say they're kind of loose, they're not. You have a swivel right here and swivel up here, and you can get that posing. Oh, and the leg comes off. It kind of has some limitation, to be honest. But okay. Sorry, this is setting a bad example. It's like, oh, well, it's going to fall apart. No, it won't. I'm sorry. I'm just not careful with my figures. Also, this pose is pretty fucking awful. But that's my fault. I just don't know how to pose on camera. If you follow my Instagram, here it is, by the way. My poses are better, and I know what I'm doing. I'm just really nervous on camera. So, yeah. His leg goes all this far up. Just let me straighten him out real quick. Also, I'm really thirsty and I want some water, and I have some water right next to me, but I'm not going to drink that on video. So, yeah. It goes this far, and you may say, oh, well, that's very little. I'm not sure if all bootlegs are like that, but he can pretty much use the splits. It's pretty good. He has a... kind of has a thigh. You also have to be very careful. Again, okay. So it will fall apart. I'll finally admit it will. But, it's not that bad. You can shake it up a bit and it won't fall out. It's not that loose or anything. It's pretty good. It'll stay in place and all that. And it'll go okay. But it is pretty easy to fall apart. I just want to tell you that right now. Also, he has the grooves back here that everyone was bothered about. But they weren't bothered about it with the Joker because no one bought the Revoltech Joker. Let me move this out of the way. So, yeah, if you want to really complain about this shit. Don't complain about this shit. This is okay. I mean, it's pretty weird, but, so it's okay. But, yeah, since those are gone, he can kick his ass and all that. His own ass. No boot swivel because import figures don't do that. Why is this? This leg is the main problem. I don't understand why. But his feet goes up all the way. Well, not all the way, but, to right here. Down. And he has a toe joint, which is loose on this foot, but it's kind of tight on here. I don't know. It's really weird. But yeah, that's it for articulation. It's pretty simple and all that, but it's still fucking good once you have this in hand. Cause my posing's pretty bad on camera. I get camera shy when posing. But anyways, let's go over the let's go over scale. So here he is next to the Ultimate Marvel Legends Captain America and the modular Iron Man. As you can tell, he looks pretty small, but that's also because of the head. And he is a pretty small figure. It's a bootleg after all. He's not going to be as tall as the official figure. But I think he will fit in considering how giant his hands are. So you can fudge him in, and this can be like a Teenage Spider-Man. Just make sure you get a Teenage Spider-Man head. I don't know if you're going to order a bootleg Mayfex figure because that has a teenage head. Oh yeah, I forgot one more thing for accessories. He comes with glasses. And they look pretty nice. I put it on this head because that's a fixed up head. But anyways, as I was saying, you can get the bootleg Mayfex Spider-Man, which will cost around probably $30. Kind of $10 cheaper than this one. But also on Amazon, it's $50 now for this figure. So again, I recommend AliExpress. But yeah, this is how he scales. I think he'll look nice. You can use it as teenage Peter Parker. Just replace this, and then there. boom. Teenage Peter Parker, there he is. So, yeah. Now here he is with the bootleg Mayfix Deadpool, which I keep forgetting how good this bootleg is, but sadly, you see these back there? Yeah, and you know how he comes with the top half of that? Yeah, sadly, those kind of came off, and, yeah, I can't put those on anymore, but that doesn't matter. Here he is with that Deadpool and the Marvel Legends Wolverine with cut bootleg Rebel Tech claws, and I think these came out nice. I kind of want to talk about these real quick. As you can tell, they have that shine and they look really nice on them. I just super glued these in because, I mean, he doesn't have other hands, and, you know, it's Wolverine. He also going to have his claws out, so, like, whatever. But, yeah, this is how he scales, and I think it scales pretty nice. I don't know about you. Comment down below. Now here he is with the Marvel Legends Across the Spider-Verse Miguel O'Hara, a.k.a. Spider-Man 2099, and the movie, you know, Tom Holland Spider-Man from, I believe, the Walmart exclusive No Way Home one. I don't really remember. Yeah, it's the No Way Home version. I didn't get the Far From Home version because I wasn't a fan of him at the time. But yeah, I don't know how tall Peter B. Parker is compared to Miguel. I think he's supposed to be like to his shoulder. So again, the bootleg will be a little bit smaller than the official figure, but then again, the official figure was smaller than the Mayfix version, so the Mayfix version is most likely more accurate than the Sentinel one and the bootleg one. So basically, you can't fudge it in either way. You loser. No, I'm just kidding, but like, you know. I don't know, I think it looks nice. It's kind of sad how a bootleg looks better than an official product that's supposed to be part of the movie. And this isn't. I mean, it's a part of the movie, but, like, it's not official. Like, how is this possible? Come on, Hasbro. Bootleg's more fucking detailed than your piece of shit. Even more detailed than your movie figure. I know this is a bad example. Let me just pull out Captain America. But at the same time, still, step up your game, Hasbro. Please. Especially with Spider-Man, you little pieces of shit. Okay, I calmed down. Enough with the Hasbro rant. But here he is next to the bootleg Kyoto Yamaguchi, Amazing Yamaguchi Rebel Tech Wolverine, and my custom Moon Knight, which I will be reviewing next. I've been working on him for a whole ass month now, and I'm really excited to share it with you. It's okay to tell me if it looks trash, because this is my first custom, and I don't know if I'll ever make another custom figure ever again. I really love this project, and I love being part of the custom community, but this was such a pain in the ass, and I'm unsure if I will continue making more and more customs. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, maybe I'll just fix up some heads, maybe I'll learn how to paint skin tone and everything, but here's how this Spider-Man scales with them. And I don't know why this Rebel Tech Wolverine looks so tall on camera when he is kind of shorter. Maybe if I fix the neck a little bit. I don't know why he looks so tall. Is he like in the heel? No. I guess this Wolverine's taller than this bootleg Spider-Man, and Moon Knight's taller than this Spider-Man. This is on the Vulcan body, by the way. But yeah, anyways, let's move on to another scaling before I get super upset again about Hasbro. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why Venom looks so awkward right here. I can't figure it out. But here he is next to the bootleg Kyoto Amazing Yamaguchi Rebel Tech Carnage and the bootleg Mayfix Venom, which he is going up right now, like new ones and not the one that I reviewed a long time ago, which is this one. He is going up for, I believe, $30 as well. I do recommend picking him up. He's a pretty good damn figure, and I really do suggest it. As well as this Carnage is a pretty good figure. Just be aware he may be loose. But yeah, this is how he scales. I think this Carnage is a little too big. Okay, no, it's not. It's kind of perfect scale. It's just these two bootlegs are a little shorter than him. But yeah, I think he scales pretty good with them, especially if you have Carnage crouching, because most of the time I don't think he's really standing up. But Venom, I do think he kind of scales well, since this is supposed to be like a regular person Venom, so he's only supposed to be a little bit taller. And that's what people don't understand about the fucking Mayfix official figure. They're like, oh, he's too small. That's the point. He's supposed to be a regular human at the time. Like, guys, come on. Can y'all fucking think, please? Now for your tall, stickler Venom people. I love y'all, by the way. Here he is next to the Build-A-Figure Monster Venom, but this is the re-release, so he's the deluxe Monster Venom with the regular black paint with a hint of blue in him. And the 2-pack Marvel Legends Venom where he comes with wings that I don't use, and if you get upset, guess what? I don't care. I'm sorry if I sound upset. Hasbro still getting to me. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, I think he scales well, especially since most times Venom is taller than Spider-Man, so I think these two can really work out a lot with this Spider-Man. So, yeah. Now here he is with the Marvel Legends Rider Series, Marvel Legends Punisher, and my custom Goon figure. Why I say that is because I took the Punisher's arm, the Netflix Punisher arms, put on this figure, got a Roman Reigns t-shirt, put it on this figure, using the Thor body, and just swapped the head, and then boom, he's a Goon. I usually have him holding a barbed wire bat, but this time I don't because I don't know where that went. But yeah, I think he kind of scales well. Again, this is a bootleg, so he will be smaller. That's just, a problem, an ordinary problem. Let's say that. Okay, these two are all pairing, I'm aware, but here's the deluxe Infinity Gauntlet Marvel Legends Thanos and the Marvel Legends new Black Panther on the Vulcan body. And I do think the size difference between him and Thanos look nice. I don't know about Black Panther. I do see Black Panther as a taller dude than Spider-Man, to be honest, especially since they always want to redemption him as a teenager and never let him grow and have a child and be happy. He can be a cannibal, by the way. He can be a fucking monster. He can have so many more problems with his life, but he can never be happy. I just want y'all to understand that. So it's not just Hasbro doing fucking terrible Spider-Man figures at times, but it's also Marvel as a whole just messing with Spider-Man so much for no reason whatsoever. I don't understand. But yeah, I think these guys go well with them. Now to end this review off with the greatest Marvel Legends of all time ever made, because I'm a biased Spider-Man fan. Here he is with the amazing fantasy Marvel Legends Spider-Man with a bootleg Mayfix head on it, repainted by my teacher, and with the glasses from this figure, with the camera from the Marvel Select version I had years ago that got thrown away because I had bad grades when I was little and my mom did not want me to have toys anymore. Replaced with the bendy wire and the Marvel Legends retro style black suit Spider-Man with the Vulcan head with eyes now. I painted the eyes and I sculpted the beard with some bendy wire on them for that symbiote effect. And man, here are the 3 Spider-Mans that I need. I have the symbiote suit. I have the first, what's it called? I forgot what it's called. But the first time Spider-Man was introduced. And now I have a red and blue suit Spider-Man. And man, finally, I don't know if I'm ever going to get another Spider-Man. Maybe I will, to get that Todd McFarlane look for him. Because I drilled a hole. I do have to fix it a little bit more. And, I did this before that one was coming. But since this one's already brighter and this one's darker, I'm just going to wait until Marvel Legends decide to make another red and blue suit Spider-Man that's not in a 2-pack or 3-pack. And plug it onto that body if they use that body, hopefully. Because I really do like the Amazing Fantasy body more than the retro body, a.k.a. the Renew Your Vows body, which is still the same thing. And it was overhyped as fuck because of toe joints. But anyways, I hope y'all really did enjoy this video. I hope y'all had a good time. I hope you enjoyed my little tantrum about Hasbro and about Marvel as a whole, ruining Spider-Man in general, making shitty figures and making shitty stories. But I am back. I will review Moon Knight next week. I may explain what happened to IDKW for this year. I don't know when that's going to start up anymore because next year we still can't do it. My cousin came into town, but he couldn't do it because he was with my other cousin, and my other cousin doesn't want to do this stuff. And I perfectly understand that. No one wants to get hurt besides me and maybe my cousin, but yeah, I'm still working on that. Hopefully I can get that done by next year. Also, there will be a new intro, and it's going to involve this Spider-Man as well. This Spider-Man, not this Spider-Man though. Why? Because I'm racist. No, I'm not. Please. No, I just don't want to animate 3 Spider-Mans. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. I will try to, record next week. I haven't lost motivation or anything. I just kind of been worried about a lot of stuff. Okay, not really, but like, I don't know. I just haven't really found the time to review things, mainly because I don't stay up as late anymore. I finally fixed my sleep schedule, and it's pretty late right now, and I'm really tired right now. But I try to keep a smile on my face and make sure y'all are happy-ish, So I hope y'all are doing well. I hope y'all will forever be doing well. I hope all the problems that are happening right now get fixed in the future. Remember never to give up whatsoever on your dreams. Always be positive, or at least try to be positive. It's okay to let some anger out, but not at the wrong moments. You know, if you have some stuff backed up, I do recommend talking to a friend. I don't really recommend talking to a therapist, mainly because I don't have a grudge against therapists. They never did anything to me, but I just don't trust them whatsoever. But I do recommend talking to a friend, or actually, yeah, that's about it. Or talking to your parents about it, see if they ever understand. My parents don't, so I don't talk to them, but I do talk to my friends about it. And you don't have to have them respond to you. By the way, you can just get it off your chest, and then hopefully that make it feel better for you. But anyways, I'm just babbling on right now. But I do hope y'all have a good day, good night, good afternoon, all that jazz. I hope y'all have a wonderful life ahead of you. And again, never give up on your dreams whatsoever, alright? Never do that. Because then you're going to be sad, and then you're going to have a job that you hate, but besides the job that you love. Never give up. Oh yeah, another thing for accessories for the Spider-Man, he comes with a stand. I forgot about that, but it's a pretty loose stand, but you can fix it up since it has not bolts, but screws in here, so you can tighten that up. But anyways, as I was saying, I hope y'all have a good life in general, and hopefully y'all did not hear my music in the background or the ads that were playing. But anyways, I will see y'all next week, hopefully, if I don't forget to record. And yeah, take care. Good night. Good morning. Good afternoon. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.